People get on a little bit before I really dive into the content, just to give everyone a second to get here. And the people who are joining that don't know me in real life already, my name is Megan Jennifer Harris, and I'm a wellness coach for non-millennial moms. I help moms really get their life back in order once they've had a baby, especially the mothers over 35, because you got it all together, everything's working, and then bam, you have this baby and it just knocks you slam over, and it's challenging to get back. All right, so let's get right into the content. I am talking about 3 things that oftentimes get ignored in your fitness routine. Everyone is largely focused on the physical. When you have your baby, you've gone through the stress of having the baby physically. The focus oftentimes is getting back after pregnancy, getting your body back as tight as you possibly can. And even though, we're all mature enough and know it's not that deep, it's not that important, still in the back of our minds, we're always trying to get back to where we were physically. Not because anybody said you have to, but just because it's that nagging, there's that nagging pull that always wants to go back there. That nagging pull. So a lot of times we concentrate on just that aspect, the physical aspect. And although you can go hard in the gym and, come up with an excellent fitness routine that fits your schedule, or, find that perfect workout mix between cardio and weightlifting, all that wonderful, important, delicious, awesome fitness stuff. Before diving into that and jumping into that, there has to be some other things that are still in place to make sure your self-care is top priority. And now those are the 3 things that I'm going to focus on this morning to add to your fitness regimen. So when I say fitness, I'm really talking about wellness, to make sure your whole person is in shape and not just your physical body being in shape. The whole person needs to be in shape. So the first thing that gets ignored is spiritual fitness. And what I mean by spiritual fitness, I'm not talking about religion per se. I'm just talking about making sure that you are in a good space energetically when it comes to trying to lose the weight. If you are heavy-hearted or feeling a bit insecure or having this negative pull of energy on you, that's your motivation behind losing the weight, a lot of times the weight will stick around longer and it'll be much more difficult to lose because there's that negative motivation behind it. And then when you lose it, you might actually gain it back. So you want to make sure that your spiritual fitness is in order. And so some examples of being able to do that are, expressing gratitude for the body that you have now, thanking your body for performing that great feat of having the baby, helping you stay alive during the process, being able to produce milk, just being very grateful and appreciative of what your body is doing already and what it'll continue to do as it supports you growing into motherhood and being the vessel of nurture and nutrition for your child. So the second one would be your emotional fitness. The emotions are actually a body too. That body oftentimes gets ignored, it gets stuffed, it gets put on the back burner, it gets shoved up underneath of obligations. So, a lot of times our emotions get glossed over, like, oh, I'm overreacting, oh, I'm just hormonal, oh, this too shall pass. And while there is some verity in that, they do need to be worked on and paid attention to. The fitness of your emotions are just as important as the fitness of your spiritual and physical health. So emotional fitness, when it comes to being a mother, that's one thing you definitely don't want to neglect, and definitely should definitely it will benefit you to put it on the same pedestal, for lack of a better word, as you do trying to get back in physical shape. So you want to check in with your emotions oftentimes and say, how am I feeling today? Are my feelings because I'm tired, or are my feelings because I haven't been communicating well with my spouse? Are my feelings stuffy and uncomfortable, or I can't really put my finger on it because I have a lot on my plate and I need to ask for help. Take an inventory of your emotions and making sure that you are in tune with them, and then paying attention to them is makes a big difference. So one thing that you can do to work out, for lack of a better term, your emotional body is to spend a lot of time with the people that you love. Make a conscious effort to put yourself in their surroundings and talk to them, have conversations, let your hair down, get lots and lots and lots of hugs from your child or your spouse or your significant other. Make it a point to call someone who you haven't spoken to that means a lot to you and just tell them, I love you and I was thinking about you, so I just wanted to say that. Do things that pour into that emotional body to help you feel warm and fuzzy. The third thing in the mommy fitness routine, and this right here, this is one of the biggest ones that gets everybody every time, to the point where the whole month of October, I'm saying it right now on Periscope, the whole month of October is going to be dedicated to strengthening this muscle, because it is applicable across the board with everything, not just moms, but especially mothers, since mothers are my audience, mothers over 35. This muscle, you don't want to do anything else, buy another product, work another program until you can efficiently exercise this muscle. And that is the mental body, the mental body. The reason why the mental body is equally as important as exercising your physical body is because your subconscious mind and your conscious mind create your habits, your actions. They also create your emotions. They create your feelings. They create everything that we just talked about so far. Your subconscious and your conscious mind is the catalyst for all of these things. So if your conscious mind says, I need to do such and such and such, and then your subconscious mind comes back around that and says, no, you don't. You're not good enough. You won't get through it. You're lazy. You stop all the time. You don't have enough energy. You're too tired. We call that self-chatter, but a lot of times that is a habit, something that was programmed into our psyche, either by us or either passed down through our DNA, that needs attention and needs some type of fine-tuning before we can start to see the long-lasting, successful results that we're looking for, especially when it comes to exercise and physical fitness. How many times do we get in our own way when we start something new? Like, say we start a cleanse of some sort. Our mind is going crazy through that entire cleanse. What if we start some type of, fitness challenge, like a squat challenge? During the entire time during the squats, we're like, ugh, I don't feel like doing this. This hurts. I can't do it. I don't know if I'm going to get to day 30. All those things that get in the way. And what about when we get through an entire program, we have results, and we're going good, everything's going good, and so we stop. We stop the work that we've been doing, and then all those habits return, all those mental blocks return, all those subconscious beliefs return, and then boop, we pile the weight back on. And everything else, the emotional body is jacked up, the spiritual body hasn't had any attention whatsoever, and then boom, we're back at square one. And then we are reaffirming, you're not good enough, you messed up again, how are you going to get this under control, you're not getting any younger. All those things are like self-fulfilling prophecies and perpetuated cycles and challenges that keep us stuck, but they don't have to. They really, really don't have to. And so for the next 10 days, including today, I'm going to talk about ways and tools that you can get unstuck and begin to be on a path of mommyhood that feels good, where you feel like you're in control, where you feel like you're organized, where you feel like you're on the right track, where you're seeing progress, it's sticking, it's starting to feel like a habit, and your life will start to improve. So you'll get all these benefits that start to show up in your life, and all these synchronicities will start to happen, and you'll look around like, wow, this is miraculous. how does this, how, and the how is what I'm going to share with you. I have written a guide. I have written a very mommy-friendly book and guide that is downloadable right to your preferred mobile device that you can read. It's not a very long read. It's a quick read. And then you begin to implement the steps that I have in this guide right on your mobile device. And you do it daily for 21 days. When I created it, I included everything that I did, everything that worked, everything that didn't work. You see my emotional struggles. You'll see my mental struggles. You'll see how I overcame what was holding me back and what was holding me down and getting in the way. And I continue to use this system on a regular basis. And I've noticed that once I stop, if I pause or I stop using it, then life starts to unfold and crumble again, and I start to feel overwhelmed and unfocused and like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make this work? And Once I resume my practice that's included in this book, then I feel like I'm able to do what needs to be done, and I can get there and make progress and see the results of my progress. Where you can purchase the guide is at beinsideoutschool.com. It's a digital download. It's only $9.99. And I'm doing a special for the end of this month. Everyone who purchases the guide this month will be added to an accountability group. It's a private accountability group. I normally charge $125 for that, but everyone who purchases the 21-day Mommy Reset, that's the name of the guide, everyone who purchases from now to the end of the month will be added to a private accountability group and will not be charged for your accountability sessions with me to help you stay on track. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Again, my name is Megan Jennifer Harris. Get your 21-day Mommy Reset guide at beinsideoutschool.com, and from now until the end of the month, I'm offering $125 worth of value in accountability. So take advantage of that today, and I will see you later on this evening. You guys are awesome. Love you much. Lots of kisses. And make today magnificent. I will see you later. Thanks again. Bye.